Hello, Facebook. So I've been interviewing women for my program, for any of you guys who haven't known. And there was two questions that I get a lot while interviewing the woman for my program. So there's one question, why should I practice abstinence until marriage when there's so many other marriages out here that looks like they're doing good and they haven't practiced abstinence? I know God is not a part of their relationship. I mean, they believe in God, but they're not living up to that belief. They're compromising, but their marriage looks okay, their relationship looks good. And another question I'm getting from women that I'm interviewing is, I'm gonna just leave it there at that question. Or why should I, if sin is sin, then what makes sexual sin so different? People say we sin every day, which is true. We fall into sin every day, but we know that as Christians, when we believe God, we receive the Holy Spirit. So the Holy Spirit makes it so that we are not slaves to sin. That means we don't have to sin. We don't have to sin. Without the Holy Spirit, we're unable to control our sin. But with the Holy Spirit, we can control our sin. So to answer both of those questions, there's a book in the Bible, the book of Jonah. So the reason I'm going to answer that one question on why it's important to wait for God for any relationship that you decide to be in, especially marriage. Why to get discernment from God and get confirmation from God for any relationship you decide to be in. So there's a book, the book of Jonah. It's in the Old Testament. And Jonah, he ran from God. He was being disobedient to God. He ran from God. I'm just going to summarize the story. So he ran from God, and he gets on a boat with a few other fishermen. So while on this boat, they notice that they're sailing, and the boat they're going through a storm. Like, they're so stormy with Jonah on the boat. And they pinpointed it down to Jonah. So to make a long story short, once Jonah got off the boat, they began sailing free. And Jonah hops off the boat, and God puts him into the mouth of a whale. So to make a long story short, or was it a fish? It wasn't a whale. I'm sorry. It was a fish. So to make a long story short, why should you wait for God? Why should you let go of toxic relationships? Why should you wait for God when it comes to your marriage and your relationships? Why should you wait? I will say, you wait because you never know what you're compromising in your life. You never know the person that you're with, if they're causing turbulence and just crazy things happen in your life. You know what I mean? You never know who's on your boat. You never know who you're going in life through with, who may be causing you to have more havoc in your life than what you would have. So by waiting on God, you're trusting God with your life. You're trusting God that the person that you have in your life was sent by God, and this is a blessed relationship. If you don't wait on God, you never know what you may be compromising in your life. You never know the fullest potential you could be reaching in life by doing things your way and not doing things the way God ordained it to be. So to summarize everything, why you should wait on God is because you never know what you may be compromising by allowing certain relationships in your life. That's all I wanted to share with you guys on that topic, on that question that I'm getting a lot when I'm interviewing people for my program is you have to be careful and discerning of the relationships you're allowing in your life. That's what my whole program is designed around. It's designed around being a gatekeeper of your life and really paying attention to the people that you have in your life and how certain troubles are being introduced in your life simply by having the wrong people on your boat. So my goal for you guys for this year is identify any Jonahs you may have in your life.